Yeah. My phone. Oh shit.
That sounds like that damn TikTok dance. All I heard was doing that.
What the fuck is that?
Well, no, I'm talking about that damn. The fucking, it's a new one the kids do. It's kind of like Bop It. You hear it's just like a boom, do, and then it has like a weird like maracas shaking sound.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much think about Bop It, but it's like a TikTok. But it's like a little TikTok dance. So when you hear the sound, you got to do certain moves. I guess it's kind of wild.
Fucking TikTok.
Fucking TikTok. The Chinese are running everything.
There we go. Bingo.
Isn't that crazy that TikTok can operate in America as a Chinese business, but we can't use, like, they can't use none of our social media. Like, all of our social media, most of our internet stuff is banned over there. but we're allowed to put our information in on their apps, and they can just get all the data.
All of it.
Fellas. Look, we might need you today. Are you feeling better? Can you talk? Can you breathe?
How is your oxygen levels? Are you okay? You're still here, so this is a good sign.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember what I said about the audio?
Well, now because I'm opening this thing.
I lied, bitch.
Nah, bitch, it sounds great. It's just...
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? All right. You know who I don't know if QB1 coming on tonight. Send it a messenger. I haven't talked to him since his uncle's funeral. My dog say he great.
Okay.
My dog say he is great. Great.
I'm great.
Come on, man. What the fuck is that?
I put it on. I put that shit on. I put it on. I put that shit on. I put that shit on. I put that. I put that shit on. I put that. I put that shit on. I put that. I put that shit on. I put it
closer and closer and closer. What up, Skylar? Share it. Showtime.
Here's Johnny.
Bitch, I put Thursday. Not Thursday, not Tuesday. Thursday.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing.
Yeah. That's that Midwest. That's that Midwest language. It's Thursday, don't you know?
All right. Let me get some shares. Start this motherfucker. Welcome to the pre-show.
That one right there is a perfect roll. Oh, man.
Here we go. I was just cruising. I was just, welcome to the Minute Till Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Take Hooligan, Agent K. I'm rocking with the Cannabis Analyst, Agent J. And this is another episode of Tuesday Trash Talk. And as always, it's brought to you by the good folks over at
MCG, our group of talented designers, can take your ideas and create something special. Been needing to wrap your vehicle to promote your business? Or maybe creating new business cards to stand out in your field. Maybe you're looking to create a memorable gift for a friend. Call us today and speak with a member of our staff and let us handle your vision so you can focus on what's important. Call 904-771-5855 or visit mcg247.com for more information.
904 Printing, your one-stop shop for all your printing needs. Flyers, business cards, banners, apparel, and more. 904 Printing has got you covered. Call for a quote today, 904-392-2139, or visit us online at 904printing.com. 904 Printing, we're just better, duh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They just better duh. And I want to give a special birthday shout out to the Jaguar Let's Go man himself, Jerry Brown, man. Jerry shares his birthday with one Joshua Allen.
Oh, man.
How about that?
It was destined to be.
Right? Jerry couldn't have been no other fan of no other team. He was destined to be a fan of the Jacksonville Jaguars, bro. Easy. That's dope. So shout out to Jerry over there, Jerry Brown with the Jaguars Let's Go group, man. I appreciate you, my guy. And happy birthday, bro. Should we sing? We got to sing. Happy birthday to you. I said a happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday, dear Jerry Brown. Jerry Brown. Happy birthday to you. And now that we have no more viewers currently tuned in. Hey, that was for Jerry. If y'all don't fuck with Jerry Brown, then fuck you. That's my dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jerry Brown. And also shout out to Dave Cicelo for getting his group kicked the fuck off. He got New Era Jags banned, and he had to start the 2.0. So y'all, if you haven't already, go join New Era Jags 2.0. Did you hear how he got it banned?
Nope.
Apparently they came after him for using sound or audio from The Office. So during the dispute, he lied and told them he was like the creator of said content of The Office, like he was the creator of The Office or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm probably misquoting here, but it's something along those lines. And then they went ahead and looked into it. It was like, no, the fuck you're not. So, funny, they took the group.
That is hilarious.
Oh my God. Yeah, that shit had me dying. So yeah, shout out to New Era Jags 2.0. Make sure you go follow, subscribe rather, fucking join the group. Shit, I'm all over the place. Join New Era Jags 2.0 because you know it's the rawest Jaguar group on the market. That's where you gonna get all of the news and updates, giveaways. I mean, they're doing everything over there, giving away Trevor Lawrence jerseys, sideline tickets, 50-yard line seats. I mean, they're doing it all over there. Yeah,
man. Sure. He could have said, look, he could have sent all his people from over there over to our group, but
there was no sending. They just took his shit down instantly. There was no warning.
I'm saying he could rebuild. He could have rebuilt with a
rebuild together. We'll do it together. What's happening, David? I see you. Shout out to the Real Slow Jams. I see you. Shout out to Skylar over there at MCG247. And Big Mark is recovering from COVID. Good, man. Shout out to him as well. Let's get it rolling, man, because we ain't got that much time. This is the short show, the hour show. So let's get right into the business at hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's been a great show. I'll talk to y'all next week. Hey, shit! Fuck! This is the deadest segment. Almost over, man. It's like it's almost there. I mean, we do have a few things to talk about. Former Jaguar player out here running his mouth about the old coaches. This is corny.
Yeah.
This is corny. And then the delivery was even cornier. because he did it. And he tried to be funny with his delivery and make it seem as though, I'm not going to say no names, but then gave so much information you could clearly tell who he was talking about.
Oh, sound like a dish rapper?
Yeah, like he throwing subliminals, but he's trying to keep it subliminals. Come on, man. The worst part is the guy never did a fucking thing over here. So we're talking about Cassius Marsh. Those of you who don't know, he was on a podcast, Two Bears, One Cave, with comedian Tom Segura. Have no idea who the fuck that is.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. So he was a podcast that he stated on the podcast that an unnamed coach failed to give motivating speeches. And he said, here, I'll quote verbatim what he says here. He says, what is really bad, though, when you have a head coach that is just awful at speeches. It is, oh, my God, it's so tough. He said, I'll just say, I spent a little time with the Jaguars this season, and I won't say what position this coach held, but it was a pretty high level, you know what I mean? And he was god awful. It was just a lot of cussing, and, like, the most plain, like, just no. There is no depth behind it. There is no, like, you know what, though? This particular coach, and mind you, one of the guys, I don't know, he was an offensive lineman back in the day, so I think that might have something to do with it. Look here, dickhead. First of all, you can't fucking form a sentence. Like, the guy talks idiotically. I love that the Jaguars.UStoday.com writer quoted him verbatim so you could hear how stupid he fucking sounded while he was saying this.
Mm-hmm.
But really, bro, like, the guy lost his job already. He's already out of here. And here you come throwing more salt on his name. Like, stop it.
Yeah, for no reason.
It's just unprovoked. It's corny, man. It really is. It's corny.
Because I guess if he would have said something a little more inspiring, we wouldn't have been 1-15.
Yeah, because you would have done something at that point. Cassius Marsh, if Doug Marrone would have been able to say something more inspiring, Cassius Marsh would have been a baller.
But what's crazy is that he's not the only player. He's not the only person in his family that's played for the Jaguars. Did you know that? I think we talked about that. I thought we went over this when we signed him at the beginning of last year. Mm-hmm. Well, his dad played receiver for us for 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, man. That boy Curtis Marsh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, sure. He was a 6'2", 200-pound receiver, big guy. Played 10 games for us. Played 9 games his rookie year. Well, he was a 25-year-old rookie.
Ah, old head.
So I don't know where the hell he came from. He had for his first year, he had played in 9 games, had 17 targets, 7 catches, 127 yards, no touchdowns, and a long of 34. The next year, he played in 1 game and didn't register a stat. The next year, he played in Pittsburgh. He played 5 games with 7 targets, 2 catches, 14 yards, long of 8.
I mean, and that sounds a lot like his son. His son is a journeyman, traveled from the Seahawks to the Niners to the Patriots, back to the Niners, to the Cardinals, to the Colts, to the Steelers, to the Jags. Mm-hmm. And while he was here, he had a total of 9 tackles, bro.
Yeah.
You were here for like 4 games or something. You had 9 tackles. You did nothing. Yeah. So if Doug Marrone would have gave a more inspiring speech, maybe you would have been able to actually register a sack. And I mean, you're talking about an outside linebacker here. We're not talking about a defensive end. We're talking about an outside linebacker here. You didn't do nothing, nothing at all?
No, I guess his daddy was a more of a kick returner. So he only returned kicks in 1 season. He had 15 returns for 323 yards, a long at 39, average 21.5. So he was a decent little returner. Mm-hmm. But still, man, it's just like you're talking crazy, dog. Like you came in here. Like, if you would have had in your 4 games, you would have had 6 sacks and 30 and like 20 tackles or some shit. Then it's like, okay, you have any kind of validation. It's like, bro, you played on really, really good defenses before and didn't really do much on it.
His dad a white boy?
No, he's black. The kid, Cassius is black.
That boy don't look black.
He don't look. No, he is.
Not at all.
Oh no, he's definitely passing. But no, but Curtis
like
March is
at all. His hair is, I mean, everything about this guy. Nothing.
Yeah.
But his brother,
yeah. But I'm saying his brother looks more. And
his brother looked light skinned. His brother played corner. Me and his brother got the same birthday, March 1st, 1988. We the same fucking age. Shout out to his brother. He's got a great birthday. Me, him, and Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he's just light skinned. He's just really light skinned, dog.
They gotta have different mamas. They gotta have different mamas.
But his daddy's light skinned though. Like the daddy's like really light skinned.
Yeah, he gotta have like a white mama.
Yeah.
Because he looked, everything about him screams white boy.
Let me send you his rookie card.
Look at this shit. That's crazy. My mind is blown right now. I don't understand. Somebody was sleeping with somebody else.
Oh,
he doesn't look anything like his brother. Nothing. He's got his hair looks like my son. Like he don't look. No, you're not tricking me. That's nope. That's not his son. Fuck that.
He's a DeBarge.
No, mama was out there sleeping around. Ain't no money. How dare you sit here and talk about Doug Marone when you out here a whole product of the milkman? Your mother sleeping with the milkman because there's not a no. Let me see his ancestry.com. You got me fucked up.
Look, I just sent you his dad's rookie card on the
bruh. You got me all the way fucked up if you're about to tell me that this is the son. Where's the damn rookie card? You sent it to my Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-huh. No, let me see. I'm pulling it up right now. What did he send it? Around Facebook. You know, pictures be faded. Pictures be a little faded.
Hold on. I got one more for you.
You know what I'm saying? Pictures be a little. You got me all the way entirely 100% fucked up beyond belief. If you, sir, are about to sit here and tell me that guy, he looks like that's him. That's him. That's Don't Tread on Me Cassius. That's Trump 2020 Cassius. How dare you try to insult my intelligence by telling me that gentleman has an ounce of melanin in his body? I refuse.
Bro, young Cassius, dog. Young Cassius.
Hey, that's the regular white guy who tries to say he's a quarter Indian, so he doesn't have to admit to being just straight white. I understand. We did it before. I did it.
He looks like Blake Griffin.
He what?
When you look at his face, bro, he got the freckle, bro. He looks like Blake Griffin.
Look here, bro. Look at that hair. Are you kidding me? He had to make it. He has in conditioner right now to make it curly. He's got products in his hair to make it curly. This is, first of all, this is dope that he's there and we can see around. This is cool. You ugly son of a bitch. Your mother's out here sleeping around on your father, creating you.
Bro, do you understand that you would walk his world right now if that happened, bro? Because you know how many times he said the N-word and it was just like going ham. Like
oh, bro. Let me tell you something. About Cash, there's a reason why Cash plays defensive end and his daddy was a receiver and his brother was a corner. Sir, you're caucus. You white. You are not related to either of those individuals. Y'all may have all been inside of your mother at one point, but you, sir, were a product of another man. I promise you that. He better start checking his teammates. That could be Mark's son. That could be Tony's son. They better start looking around. Hell no. I'm dead now.
That is a black man. We will not be disrespecting black men on this show.
Woo! Lord, let me see another picture you sent his daddy. Oh my God. No, I don't know. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Cassius fucking Marsh out here selling out about Doug Marone. At least Doug Marone knows who his father is, Cassius. Calm your ass the fuck down. Holly Ann LeBlanc.
Say this. He said, "Are you my daddy?" He's like, "No, nobody knows who your dad is."
Oh, you know what? That's why I see his mama now. Oh yeah, that's not Mr. Curtis' son. That's not Mr. Curtis' son.
That is Mr. Curtis'
That's
son,
not
bro.
Mr. Curtis. Hey, I'm on her Instagram right now.
Did you type in Cassius Marsh mama?
No. Hey, you know what I'm about to do? Watch this. I'm about to DM and ask her who baby that is right now. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm about to DM right now. Log in. Men Until Podcast. Right. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yes.
Yep. No, we're not doing
it. Yeah, bro. That boy Curtis. I don't know what Curtis was doing, but Curtis just left it in, bro.
Not now. Where her Instagram go?
She probably blocked you.
No, not yet. Not yet. Cassius, where you going, Cassius?
And she was posting stuff, his Jaguar stuff too.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
Nice lady, man. They'll leave that lady alone.
We about to have a conversation, Holly Ann LeBlanc. We about to have a conversation, Holly Ann. Right, motherfucker. In fact, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna screen share this conversation. Y'all think I'm playing? We finna talk about it. Hey, Holly Ann. First of all, follow. What's up, boo? Message Holly Ann. Sliding in your mama DMs, Cassius. Hey, Holly. With the winky face. We're gonna have this conversation. We're gonna have this motherfucking conversation. Send me the link. Oh, Steve Boston. Steve, I'm supposed to be talking to Holly right now. All right. You know what? I did tell Steve we bring him on. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna continue this. We're going to continue this conversation, and I'm going to post the screenshots in the group. So you guys, make sure you check out the Men Until Podcast group today, because I promise you that we are going to have a conversation with Cash's mama to find out who his daddy is, because his daddy is not Mr. Curtis. Nope. All right, Steve. Let me send Steve the link. Let me send Steve the link. Steve Boston. My dog Steve need the link. Golly, Cassius fucking Marsh on here perpetrating. Who was that lady? Who was the lady? Huh?
Who was what lady? Okay, good evening, y'all. Jerry Brown said to say hello to y'all. He's having drinks with some buddies tonight. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Well, yeah, we figured that,
Where's Cindy at?
I don't know. She's in the comments.
Yeah, you tell Jerry I sung him happy birthday. He better acknowledge it. Or else it's scrapping time. I'm going to scrap with him. Okay, hold on. Where he at? I know my guy. My guy, where you at? Where you at, Steve? I'm looking for him. I'm looking for his I'm looking for it. I know he hit me up. Steve Boston. Where you at, Steve? Steve, there he is, Steve. All right, Steve, I'm dropping it in your DM right now. On Twitter, Steve. Check Twitter, Steve. All right. Bam. So we got that done. Like I said, though, ain't no motherfucking way that man is Afrocentric in any way, shape, or form. Zero melanin involved. Let me tell you something. This woman right here is blacker than Cassius Marsh, okay? Understand what I'm telling you right now. This beautiful woman right here. Right here.
She's blacker than Cassius Marsh?
She's blacker than Cassius Marsh. 100%.
Cassius Dolezal?
It's not even debatable. Get the fuck out of here. All right, man. We about to bring on Steve Boston. We gonna talk some Jaguar. Steve, what's going on, man?
Hey, what up, guys? How y'all?
Good, man. We over here exposing this motherfucking Cassius Marsh. That's what we're doing.
You can tell it's the off season.
Steve, I don't know how many black friends you got, Steve, but this ain't one of them. They don't
No.
look like him.
No. So many other things I can say, but I won't.
Get this motherfucker the fuck out of here. That bitch looked like Kane when he took the mask off.
Bro,
And
that
you
looks,
gonna tell
that
me
looks like Blake Griffin, bro. Look at Blake and Robin Griffin, or look at Blake Griffin's brother. They look exactly like that, man.
No. Mm-mm.
Yes, they do. And their daddy was dark, and their daddy dark. And I'm trying to figure out what happened there because I'm like, she was sleeping with the milkmaid because their daddy is dark, and they look like him.
What?
Looks like a guy who has a everlasting resting bitch face.
Everlasting. 100%. It never goes away.
Definitely
It never goes away. I'm angry now. I can't believe this motherfucker. You're telling me that guy don't look like that guy? Huh? That
Crazy,
guy
bro.
don't
He's
look
black.
like that guy?
Yeah, bro. Cassius Marsh is blacker than you, man. It's crazy, dog.
I'm offended.
Hey,
That's Cassius Marsh right there.
That's genetics, man. I can't do nothing about that, man. Us black people, man, we expand over a wide diaspora.
Did you say us? You claiming Cassius?
He's a brother, bro. I can't.
Oh, wait, hold on, watch, wait. I'm telling you, his mama and me gonna have a conversation in these DMs. We're gonna talk. First of all, I'm gonna send her a dick pic. Second of all, she gonna admit whose daddy that is, cause that's not his daddy.
It's gonna be Curtis, cause Curtis been paying the bills. What you mean? Curtis been taking care of some shit over there. Curtis,
we got to fuck Cassius' whole world up.
We gonna have a draw. Cassius has something to say.
He ain't gonna get signed. He ain't gonna get signed again. He ain't, cause he only been getting signed off his daddy name. He ain't getting. No. All right, man. I'm done with Cassius. We done with Cassius.
Man.
Hey, look, Big Marcus say he do look like Kane with the mask. I told you.
He does.
Bruh, that is the same as that. The same.
Fire and brimstone.
Oh, that's enough of that bullshit. You said we. Oh shit. He said we black people, referring to him and Cassius Marsh. I'm done. I almost stopped the show right there. That's all, folks. Get the fuck.
And you done smoked all your brain cells away.
Woo! All right, man. Steve, what's up, man? What's going on? It's dead right now, man. So it's not a ton to talk about. So we had to address the Cassius shit. How do you feel about him going and talking bad about Doug when he's not here, nor is Doug?
Who really cares? Doug's gone, right?
Yeah. But so is he.
Well,
you don't get to come to my party, and then after you leave my party, talk shit about other guests who was at my party. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable.
All right, point taken.
You don't get to do that. That's not okay.
Especially if you didn't do it. Especially if you just stood on the wall the whole time.
You ain't even dance.
Yeah. So how was it a bad party? You can't say, "Oh man, there was no hoes," but you didn't do nothing. You just stood down on the wall.
Jay, he ain't like the music. He said there was no rhythm.
There's no soul. There's no soul in this music. There's no soul in this music.
There was no rhythm to the music, so he left. Oh, bro, get out of here. All right, man. So I'm done with Cassius, bro. All right. So
he said Cassius going to start crying in the middle of Victoria's Secret.
All right, shut up, man. Hey, look, Thursday at 4 p.m. is the deadline. I hate Brandon so much. He comments, "Bring back Coughlin, bro." I hate you.
All our players gonna be fucking hurt.
Out of there. You're gonna get a whole lot of people that look like Cassius on the team. That's what's gonna happen.
And all the ones that don't gonna have torn ACLs.
Hey, so Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time is the cutoff date for you to avoid paying the tag designation and get a new deal struck with those guys. We have Cam Robinson on the tag right now. Steve, what you think is going to happen with Cam Robinson? Do you think they'll strike a new deal before Thursday at 4 p.m., or do you think they're going to let him play the tag out?
I'd let him play the tag. I wouldn't hand him a new deal. He needs to prove it. Because let's face it, when Cam came in, he had a good rookie year, but once he got hurt, we never got that same Cam back.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts.
Definitely.
I agree. No, I let him play it out 100%, and I think that's what Herb is gonna do. You know, Herb's new to it. He's gonna let him play it out, and if at any point during the season it doesn't look like he's working, I think we go straight to Little. If we don't go, why you ain't got anything on the whiteboard? Cindy is on the whiteboard. It says New Era Jags 2.0 with a heart because I'm trying to help Dave Cicelo rebuild his group because he fucked around and got his shit banned. And
you gotta use
happy birthday JLGJ. Can you not see it? I need black.
You either gotta go black, but you also gotta go probably like.
Why are you trying to make everything on this show black?
I mean, yeah, bro. Hey,
everything.
Hey, we live in America, man. The influence is everywhere. But yeah, just double. I would just like double the thickness, maybe, and then you'll probably see it. So make it blacker and thicker, a little bit longer.
That's what Cash's mama was saying.
I threw it up there for you, bro.
That's a mama joke.
I definitely was throwing it up there. I was gonna see where he was going. I was gonna see if he was going. I was being D Wade. I was being D Wade, bro. I thought you was gonna be LeBron, man. That's why I had to put it up there for you. Bro.
Yeah. William said, who the fuck is Cassius and why do we care? And although it was enlightening the coach's spot. No, it's not enlightening. No, you can't for the life of me make me feel like Doug Marrone couldn't relate to the players in the set. Doug Marrone was a former player. The motherfucker was cussing and all that shit during the speech. Now, when he was talking about the cussing, I'm like, yeah, Doug was cussing a lot. I'm sure he was. Now, I'm sure Doug wasn't like me loud and live. I would guarantee that. He was a very calm person, but he was a worker, man. He's a grunt. He's a dog. There's no way Doug Marrone was like passionless, unless of course it goes back to your theory where they were alerted ahead of time, like, hey, we tanking.
Yeah, this shit ain't
just a heads up, don't win no games. So I mean, I guess in a sense I can see that, but don't forget to plug Duval Daily. Shout out Duval Daily. There's your plug. It's the group, right? It's a group. I think it's a group. I think I shared it.
Sounds like a group.
I'm pretty sure it's a group. Tell me more in my DM or something, Williams, because I want to plug it properly.
Yeah, and then honestly, I
mean, you did say something about the whiteboard. Shout out to you. I got to get some black markers, thick, black, long markers. Pause.
And the cricket sound going for the punchline.
Pause. Just pause.
What did he say?
Big
nice
Kev.
touch, dramatic effect there with the pause.
I love that. It was beautiful.
Definitely
Big Kev, shout out to Big Kev. He said, Duval. That's my guy. I don't know if that's my guy or not, but shout out Big Kev. Facebook group. Yeah, it's a Facebook group. So shout out to the Duval Daily. Shout out to the New Era Jags. And shout out to Jaguars Let's Go. They let us promote constantly in their groups this show, and most of y'all are members, so good deal. All right, so we all in agreement, right? Cam doesn't get a new deal before the season, right?
Hell no. I don't even want him to be here at all, so
I know.
Hey.
And you gotta remember, Kay, refer to him as Walker, not so little.
Yeah, man. That's a big boy.
6'7".
Walker, Texas Ranger little. He's gonna go in that bitch. I want him to come in there with some boots. I was on some boots on the first day of training camp. I want to see him come in that build with some boots.
Have they started the top 100 list on NFL Network? Have they started going down the list yet?
Uverse doesn't have NFL Network, so
I don't think they have.
I'm sorry.
So I couldn't tell you.
I haven't seen it. I was curious because the article states that I believe James Robinson is going to be included in the top 100 list.
He should be.
If Blake Bortles can make 56, now granted that was a great season, I think he should be. Yeah, I agree. What about Miles Jack? He's in there, right?
It took him to throw 35 touchdowns to get to 50.
Yeah, at 4,000 yards.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
What about Miles Jack? Miles Jack?
Yeah, because Miles Jack should have been a Pro Bowler and an All-Pro.
Yeah.
Well, Miles Jack was ranked number 10 out of all linebackers in the NFL.
Right.
So he better be on their list.
And on a losing team, had he been on a winning team, he would have been top 3 linebacker in the league.
Facts. Cindy, listen. Cindy, listen, Cindy. I already sung Jerry Brown a fucking happy birthday song just because you wasn't on time to the show.
Because you were late, Cindy. I don't know what you were doing, but
I don't know whose other podcast you were listening to, Cindy. but I was singing "Happy Birthday"
Definitely.
in falsetto.
Very, very sensual.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need you to calm it down. All right, Joe says, y'all think we're gonna see Chenault run some deeper routes? I think he averaged 6 yards per route ran.
I don't want to see him. Honestly, I don't really want to see him. I want to see him get the ball quickly, make guys miss and go. I want DJ Chark for deeper passes. I want Marvin Jones for deeper passes. I want my speedsters out there for deeper passes.
He mad a baby.
Yeah, jump ball.
Those guys.
Yeah. Chenault doesn't have the speed to be a downfield receiver. He's more catch it over the middle, and he's going to pick up the yards.
Quick. I mean, I think he's fast enough. Like, but I just like it because I think he's quicker than fast. So if he can make a shifty move and go, you probably won't catch him. It's just like you said, that straight over the top, that's a whole different. That's a different release.
We're talking about shifty. He bulldozes people.
Oh,
but he shakes people too. Have you seen a lot of his footage? He'll run through you if he has to.
It's quick.
But if he doesn't have to, he'll just go and maybe a little stiff arm. But he gets up out of there. I like that.
Marvin Jones ran a 4.4. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's quick. He's long. He got the stride. He's lanky, so he.
Because he's slow as fuck on Madden, so I don't ever use him.
Yeah.
I don't play Madden that much anymore. I mean, I got bored.
I'm waiting for the new one to come out. I haven't played a game. Jay, I left all my leagues.
Yeah.
I haven't played a game yet. I haven't played a game in like 2 weeks. I'm waiting to get the new system and the new game, or just the new game, whatever happens first. If I don't have a new system by release date, I'm just going to fucking buy it. D-Royal 904 says Madden. Yes, D-Royal 904 Madden. Do you play? Because I might make an exception and load up and spank that ass if you was about to sell out. But otherwise, I don't want Chenault. Y'all boys got to join a CFM. Yeah, that's what we do. I mean, I'm on Xbox, Jay's on PlayStation. So that's all I play is CFM. I don't want to see Chenault taking deep balls down.
Yeah,
I think you'll see him on you can see him on sluggos, things like that, post corners. D-Royal, don't play with me, D-Royal. Listen to me, son.
It's for you, Cindy. All right.
Listen to me, son. These is not the type of problems you want, sir. And watch, you're going to be a PlayStation user or something. We ain't even going to be able to play. I'm letting you know right now. Reevaluate the situation. You can easily delete the comment. Trust me. Joe, what are you talking about? Joe, you can't beat me, Joe. Joe, we can load up right now, Joe. Stop it. I ain't Craig, boy. Anyway, who will have more yards this year, Chark or Chenault?
Chark.
Ooh.
DJ Chark should.
He better.
He better.
If he doesn't, guess who's not getting re-signed? Yeah. There you go. How about that? If Chenault has more receiving yards than DJ Chark will not be a Jaguar next year. Agreed?
I pretty much agree on that one.
No, because they might get the deal done. They might try to do the deal. If he's having a decent year, they might try to get the deal done. And what if Chenault takes off at the end?
Don't make it. See, you put a stipple like that's weird. That's not likely. Like he blows up at the end of the year, surpasses him. I'm talking about a significant difference. If DJ Chark comes out, racks up 700 yards receiving and 5 touchdowns, some Julio Jones type shit where he can't get double-digit touchdowns. And Laviska Shenault is out here, and he's got damn near 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. They're not signing DJ Chark again. Why would you? I mean, if they did, Dorsett would have to be crashed. Marvin Jones would have had to have a down year. Jalen Camp can't be no good. Colin Johnson didn't have a good. Like, everybody else would have had to been bad. Because DJ is going to demand wide receiver 1 money. Even if he has a bad year, he's about to try to get paid. Because he's got a Pro Bowl year to stand on. And he is a freakish athlete with 4.3 speed. He's freakishly tall, 4.3 speed. So he's going to demand that money.
Yeah. He better perform.
Bro, you ain't never beat me, Joe. Stop. Fuck out of here.
He better perform. He better fucking perform.
I believe right now he's bought in so far, putting on the muscle. I mean, basically, Urban, I guess in a way, just told him, hey, you played small last year. You got to get bigger and play to your size. I think he bought in already, so I hope he does.
Yeah, I think he will. I think DJ's about to have an explosive year. I think this offense in general is about to be fire. Do you guys still think Shenault will be used in the backfield at all this year, or is it done deal with ETN on the squad now? I don't think it'll be in the backfield.
Nah,
unless it was like a Wildcat. You know what I'm saying? Wildcat formation where he's back there and at quarterback and ETN's on the field, maybe spinner as well, and then you have that type of package. I could see something like that because he can't throw the ball.
Or Tim Tebow.
Yeah, absolutely. I got next on Madden, PS, or Xbox. I love you guys that have both systems. You have disposable income. I aspire to be like you when I grow up. That's an incredible feat. Joe said, and it wasn't Madden lies. He asked a good question. What's more likely? We have 2,000-yard receivers or 3 700-plus yard receivers? These are great questions. Where the fuck is y'all at every other show? Y'all don't ask
where was this insight when you had a fucking segment?
I wasn't going to say nothing, Joe, but damn, you wasn't giving us this kind of content when I tried to put your ass on. He outside. Kenny, let me tell you something, man. These motherfuckers out here. God damn, Joe. You was still phoning outside and shit. Couldn't get a damn setup. Now you out here giving good questions. I fucking love Joe. I'm fucking with you, man.
But the answer, I think we'll probably have 3 700-yard receivers. Well, I think, because I think somebody will have 1,000. Somebody will probably have like 750, and somebody have like 7.
Man, that's a tough one. Depends how much we spread the ball around. It's a hard one to pinpoint there.
I'm gonna go other side. I'm gonna say 2,000-yard receivers, and I know it's hard to do, but I think DJ Chark will have 1,000 yards, and then I think how many 1,000 yards? Marvin Jones has had like what doesn't he have something like 4 or 3,000-yard receiving seasons in the last 4 years with 9 or more touchdowns, something like that?
Well, he scored 9 touchdowns like almost every year for the last 3 years, I believe.
Right, that's it. So okay, so he had 1,000-yard season in 17. He had 1,100 yards, 9 tutties, and then in 18 he must have gotten hurt because he only had.
He played 9 games,
because he had 508 yards and 5 touchdowns. But then he went 19, 779 yards, 9 touchdowns, 978 yards, 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's only had a 1,000-yard season, but he has 3 9-touchdown seasons and a 10-touchdown season.
Yeah, which
I
is more
than having a 1,000-yarder and maybe Marvin Jones or Shenault close to 1,000.
What about 2 10-touchdown guys? What about What about a Hearns and Robinson repeat where we got 2 guys with 10 touchdowns?
That's possible.
I was about to say, if we're throwing the ball like that, because I think DJ Chark should get you 1,000 to 1,100 yards. But we were talking about Trevor Lawrence throwing for 3,500, 4,000 yards. That shit got to come from somewhere else. We're going to have to have guys with 700, 800 yards. We're going to have 2 guys, I think. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said the 3. That's why I said the 3.
Prediction? What's y'all's prediction for Trevor?
For Trevor?
When it's all said in a 17-game season. What you think?
My prediction isn't 4,000 yards. My prediction is probably closer to like 3,300, 35.
Isn't that what the mainstream media said too? Something like 35 and 28 touchdowns or some shit. I'm gonna try to pull it up. I'm gonna try to pull it up. You tell me why you think he's gonna get that.
I just think he's good at shit. He should be able to do that. I don't know what the standard is, but what did Justin Herbert throw for last year?
That's kind of what they based it on. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. I read the article,
but he also had Keenan Allen and. Hunter Henry, like, he had some weapons. So we got to see, like I said, the offense has to be working good, and they had a run game. So we should be able to do what we need to do. Is just, like I said, I think DJ Chark get him 1,000. I think Marvin Jones is close to 1,000, probably like 850, 750 to 850. And if Laviska is what they, he's the third receiver. Whoever the third receiver is, needs to get about 650 to 350. But like I said, that's still going to be. We got to be able to get another 300 or 400 to maybe 600 to the tight end group.
Bro, SportsIllustrated.com has the most.
You gotta throw in ETN on that one as well.
That's what I'm saying, running backs and stuff. So I mean, so even if like, so look,
I'm gonna say 3,500,
25. Yeah, so he's gonna have to get another 1,000 yards outside of his receiver. So
this might be the first time that the mainstream media has expected more from us than us fans are, because they have us at 17 starts for Trevor, 4,200 yards, 25 touchdowns, with 10 or fewer interceptions and a 65% completion rate.
I mean, that's nice to think.
That's Pro Bowl.
Yeah, but goddamn, Peyton Manning didn't do that, bro.
But Justin Herbert did.
Yeah, but I want sustainability.
Yeah, but Chargers had that good of a run game though, so they did rely on passing a lot.
Yeah,
but I mean, outside of
but I mean, the thing is, if he's the guy, then he should be able to do that. I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, he should.
But it is lofty expectations.
It's kind of high. That's kind of high.
It's high.
That's kind of high. I mean, Zach Wilson is expected to do 23 touchdowns, 3,900 yards with 15 interceptions. I think that 15 is going to shoot up to 20. I think you're going to see Zach Wilson have the Peyton Manning rookie year. I think Zach Wilson throws 18 to 20 interceptions.
Yeah.
Because he's about to be expected to start and do it all. And although they've improved the offensive line, we've looked at the tape. That boy's he's not ready.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, he threw for 4,330 touchdowns, 10 picks.
They're saying Trey Lance will get 8 starts, 12 touchdowns, 1,900 yards, 350 rushing yards.
I could see that unless Jimmy G goes down earlier than that.
What if he beats him out in camp?
Yeah,
I would expect him to.
I expect him to.
Fields. They got Justin Fields getting 15 starts, so they think that Dalton will be out there for about 2 games and it'll be a wrap. I think Fields could beat out Dalton in camp.
He should be able to also.
He better be able to.
He probably already has. They just don't want to say it.
Yeah, they're not going to. That's why they've been saying that he's not the starter, because they've
got him with a 65. They got him with a 65 plus completion rating, which is higher than Trevor. They didn't have the plus on Trevor. They have him for 27 total touchdowns, more than Trevor. 3,200 passing yards, less than Trevor. 12 interceptions, which is more than Trevor.
Well, they have a quote unquote more, a better receiver. So
they got Mac Jones getting 9 starts this season, 65+% completion rate, and 2,100 yards, 15 touchdowns, less than 7 interceptions.
I don't think he throws for 2,100 in 9 games.
What's that average?
That's like him having the 4,200, damn near 40. That's him having throwing for 4,000 yards in the NFL his rookie year, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't think he's that.
I don't buy into the Alabama quarterback thing. You got like an unstoppable college team, and then you take all that away. I mean, look what happened to Tua. I know there's guys before that, but Alabama's stacked all across the line, and then you take that away, then you truly see what they can do.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like Mac Jones. I mean, that's not he's a Jacksonville kid, so I definitely want to see him succeed. I just don't know as a rookie, is he going to throw for 2,000 yards in the last 9 games of the season? Because if they're going to him for 9 games at the season, it's probably a reason why. Right. Something's going wrong over there, so they just.
And he's not going to have N'Keal Harry?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is he throwing to?
Yeah, so I just think, like I said, because I don't know. We being here, we know some of the trainers that he's had. Like the kids put in the work. Yeah. So I wasn't surprised at what happened at Alabama, because I've watched him play football at every level. So it's like the kid's really good. He is really good. He rolled into Alabama, and Alabama is really good, but he has it between the ears. I just think he has to work. I just think he still has to do some more work. I just don't want him to go out there and be throwing 20 interceptions.
Yeah, no,
you know what I'm saying? I want to see him succeed. So it's like, he may be
What's
ready
up
at
with
some
the number
point.
50? Have you what? Do you know the story behind that? Why is he wearing 50 at training camp or OTAs?
Who? Mac Jones?
Yeah, he's been wearing number 50, a red
Oh.
number 50 jersey, bro.
I don't know. Did any of his like parents or grandparents play or something?
I don't know. I don't know if they was trolling him and made him wear that number or what.
That's I mean that's funny if that's the
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
If
Like
they
you're a
just do it so
quarterback and you're wearing
little
number
ways,
50. It's funny.
that is funny.
William says, who's the overall better receiver right now, Marvin Jones or DJ Chark?
Marvin Jones.
Yeah.
Completely he's a professional. He's a pro.
He's a vet. He's done it. You can't argue. I don't think you can logically argue yards. DJ Chark. You can't because you like you said, he had a 10 touchdown season, 9 touchdown season, 9 touchdown season, 9 touchdown season. He's had 1,000 yards in his career. Other seasons, he's had at least 900, 700 yards. He had the one hurt year where he had 500. He's been consistently good in the league, as where Chark has one good season.
Yeah,
so
he's going to a team with his same OC.
Right. So at the end of the day, I think you could expect Chark's athleticism and ability to lead him to a better career than Marvin Jones. But at this point in time today, Marvin Jones is the better wide receiver.
Definitely better.
Big Marcus said, which wide receiver will have the most touchdowns? Marvin Jones.
Yeah.
How can you not say Marvin Jones? He's done it over and over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he finds the end zone.
Like, I mean, was he the number one in Detroit?
No, he was number 2. After
he was number
Galladay.
2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. So that's the thing is because the defense.
Because you're gonna double Chark, right?
Yeah. The defense is keying in on the main guy, and I'm just slipping underneath and to the crib every time.
Right.
Routes, all that shit. Deep crosses. It's fucking deep cross.
He trains with the resistance bands around his booty. You see this?
Mm-hmm.
He drops the resistance band right below his ass, and he's like out there running and sprints and running laps and fucking routes and everything with these resistance bands on. Like, he takes care of himself.
Mm-hmm.
Not only can he sing like a motherfucker, I mean, me and him I'm gonna hit him up. We're gonna try to do a duet together.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's an incredible vocalist. I love him. I want him to serenade me at times. I really enjoy it, but he is a real deal professional. Hopefully DJ Chark learns from this and continues to act accordingly. Dave Stislow! Hello, buddy. What's up, man? Marcus, did you ask the same question twice? Damn, bro, we was getting to you. Calm down. I'm trying to get to more questions. Trevor, 38 TDs, 4,200 yards. Ooh. I love
expectations there.
Okay, Jack. I like it,
sir.
Jack. You're lucky I don't got a bigger whiteboard. I'll write it down. We're going to take a screenshot. We're running out. Marcus says, do you think he will have a better rookie season than Justin Herbert? Yes. Yes, I do. I think because, and Steven said it, Justin Herbert and the Chargers did not have a dominant run game. We should have a dominant run game. And because of that, you will be forced to stuff that box. And when you do, Urban Meyer is going to take advantage of it, and DJ Chark and company are going to fly, and it's going to be a wrap. So that's the thing, is that he's not going to have to just air it out constantly. He's going to be able to, though, and that's still going to result. Even though we're going to have 120 to 175 yards rushing per game, yep, I said it, we're also going to be able to throw for 350-plus a game because this offense will be that explosive. I just don't know if we can stop it.
Tailor-made. It's supposed to be tailor-made for the kid.
So do you think they're going to give J-Rob a new contract during the middle of the year or at the end?
So they don't, because they don't have to. He's on a 3-year deal, right? So they don't even have to. This is it. This is second year, right?
Yeah.
So it's only 2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, undrafted free. Yeah. So I mean, they'll probably do it during the middle of the year. I don't think
I would do it in the middle of the year. I don't think it's gonna come down to this, like, is he RB1, is he RB2 thing. I think they are RB1 and 2 at all times. And I think based on the team you're playing and the scheme you want to work in at that point in time, the direction you want to take the game is going to determine who's in more. But I think they're both going to be equally used. I don't believe the third down back shit. I don't think you're going to see ETN lined up at receiver a lot. I'm not buying that. I think it's going to be more Freddie and Mojo. and somebody's gonna get off that week. I could see Spinner having less yards than ETN, but having more touchdowns.
Yeah, punching it in.
Yeah, right. Because he's gonna be the guy down there at the goal line hammering shit. So I can see that. Jack Curry says I can see Chark with 1,300, Visca with 1,000, Jones with 750, Johnson with 600, and between the running backs, tight ends, another 1,000 and 1,200. Man,
Visca with 1,000 yards.
I mean,
I could see it. He missed a few games last time, and we had crappy quarterback play.
Right. And then when you take into account what they're saying about this man out the building, you'd be crazy to think that he's not about to be a focal point of the offense.
I mean, yeah, that's what they're saying, but that's what they're supposed to be saying from outside of the building.
Yeah, but why him? Why aren't they talking about DJ like that or Marvin Jones?
Because he looks the part.
DJ's 6'3", running 4.3. What
it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he's on a contract year.
You got this guy. You got this kid who's what? How tall is Visca? He's like 6'1".
I think so.
6'2", 230, 225, 230. Fucking big, just big chain. Like he's noticeable. Like they're noticing him. Yes, but I mean, I gotta see it.
Speaking of big chain,
he's not your prototypical wide receiver. This guy runs like a running back.
Yeah,
he's Anquan Bolden with dreads. He's Anquan Bolden.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Like, I mean, that's what he reminds me of. That's how he plays to me.
Gotta see.
But it. you saw them boys was out there partying.
Yeah. Him and DJ.
Shout out to them getting a party bus, so there was no DUIs. Good for them. Good for them being smart young fellas. Yeah. Not out here trying to drive the Lambo and whatnot while they out there partying and drink because they were sloshed.
Yeah, no, they had a good time.
They were toasty.
Yeah,
now, I know this isn't a Jaguars question, but what do you guys think about all this hype and tweets and everything about Washington's new football name?
What's the new football name?
They don't have one again.
Like all this staying away from Native American theme.
I thought it was weird as fuck that they didn't go with Warriors because I don't understand why Warrior has to be Native American related. A Warrior isn't just Native American related. You could have threw a Spartan logo on the fucking helmet and been the Warriors. You could have went like 300 style with it. You didn't have to go Native American with Warriors.
They could just be the Spartans. I mean,
it could have been a spot. It's just Washington Warriors sounded really good.
Yeah,
like it sounds like when you're creating a team on Madden.
Because if you look at the Golden State Warriors, they have one of their jerseys has like an Indian symbol in it.
It's a direction you can go, but you don't have to. That's my point. Like they say, that name obviously was in the forefront of the discussion.
Yeah,
and then you said no to it because you want to stay away from Native American symbolism. I get that.
I understand, but I understand that though too.
I get that.
It's just
I'm cool with that.
They almost lost their buddies. I would never chase it, and then
they got fined 10 M's, and now he's not even in control right now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, so they're trying to make sure they want to
go far in the other direction.
Yeah, can we be the Washington?
Just keep the football team. It's kind of dope.
I don't have an issue with it.
It's kind of cool.
Well, actually, the hype video they did on everything, and they do slow. Somebody from one of their websites did like slow captions or screenshots of them flipping pages on designs, and a lot of them had wolf logos or whatever. A lot of people saying Red Wolves, or Wolf Pack.
Washington Wolf Pack. Yeah. Hey, listen, they come out the Washington Wolf Pack and they come out to the old NWO. It's over. I'm like this, like, hey, I might start a Washington Wolf Pack podcast. You fucking playing? Jesus Christ!
Wolf Pack. You might wind up in the body bag. Hey,
that was my shit.
That boy C Murder went crazy.
That would be fire. That's a team I would create on, man.
Yeah, that's hard.
I'm moving my franchise.
Oh, see, they're keeping the color, so it's just like, I don't know, bro. Figure something. Just figure something out, bro.
Like I said, you can stick with football team. That's dope. I like football team.
I don't have an issue.
It's cool as hell. And their uniforms are still dope because they got that Alabama, like the number on the side of the helmet is basic.
Yeah, it's a Washington football team, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's just it is what it is. But
well, actually, they already applied to have it as just the football team, and they got denied.
Oh, that would make sense too.
Oh, the NFL.
Or why you can't? Yeah, well, you probably can't. You can't trademark football team.
Yeah,
right.
But it's probably just, come on, guys. Like, it's not that hard. Just pick something.
I'm saying the NFL was probably cool with it. NFL was probably cool with it.
They need to make SpongeBob their logo.
Patrick's.
Bro, I'm one of them, bro.
Hey, SpongeBob. Joe says, who scores more? Didn't I answer that already? Spinner. You probably asked that before I answered. Yeah, Spinner, bro. I think Spinner gets more touchdowns. And Sydney thinks ETN. Sydney, I disagree with you, Sydney. I disagree. What's in the jug? Can Cindy is Jesus juice. I'm baptizing bitches tonight. He was a big Telvin Smith fan. Hey, D-Roy, not on phone say that's why he wearing 50 in practice.
Oh Lord.
Wow. Oh yeah. So Joe said that's what Belichick does to every first round rookie. He makes them wear 50.
That's funny.
Oh, has the number 1 pick wear 50 through training camp. They gotta earn their number. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it's all about the mindfuck, man. And Bill is definitely king of that.
Mindfuck GOAT. Joe says, being it's Josh Allen's birthday, you think he's the sack leader, or does Chason or Smoot beat him out? I think it's him and Chason somewhere close. I think Miles Jack would probably be around third. I think Miles Jack gonna do a lot more blitzing this year.
I think Dewan Smoot is gonna have double-digit sacks.
Ooh, I just don't know where he fits in.
They just figure out what the fuck. They know what he does best. He wherever he's coming off at, getting the 6 sacks with no pressure, like with no help.
So here's my thing, right?
Maybe he's the big end. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he is the big end.
Yeah, but your job as the big end isn't necessarily generate pressure. You know, sometimes it will be, but most of the time it's going to be to contain or to occupy while the outside linebacker comes in.
Yeah, I mean, they had him playing a lot of end, and they had him playing some inside too. But I mean,
he can't play inside in this. He can't play nose.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that will help more with the big end stuff.
Bro, y'all not gonna like this, but he might not be here long because in a 3-4 he just doesn't fit the same. They are doing a bit of both. Enough. Yeah, they will do a bit of both, but that's why I can't see him generating double-digit sacks because he can't be a stand-up guy. Like, he's not fast enough to cover. So if he is a stand-up guy, it's going to be in strictly run situations or where you expect to run if he's coming in front of outside linebacker position. And if you have him as a big end, he could get bigger and probably do more, but he's what, 265, 270? What? Let's see.
Yeah, something like that.
I love Dewan Smoot. Don't get me wrong. I don't see how he fits into a 3-4 like that. Smooty. Why you got to make it difficult? Oh, he born March 2nd, man. Shout out to the Pisces, bro.
265, yeah.
Who the fuck just hopped on?
Well, someone hopped in live.
That's what it sounded like. I got the notification. Oh, now QB1 want to hop on. This is 9 o'clock my time. You want to hop on? Somebody get him to. Yeah, he's 6'3". And what do he weigh?
264, 265.
Yeah. So he's too big to be running. Oh, 249.
I see. I'm on Pro Football Reference. They got him 264.
On Google, they just say 2. Hold on. Let me click on Jaguars.com.
Probably, when he came in the league.
They say he's 264 now. He can't, Dad, so he put on 20-something pounds. He need to go back down. Look at this motherfucker. Hey, what the fuck do you want, man? How you show up? Late to work? You show up late to work and clock in like everything's straight. You try to walk right past the manager office and just hop on the clock.
First of all, I would like to apologize. My superstar senior shooting guard son had a basketball game where he got about 17 points and about 8 rebounds and about 5 assists. So I was turned up about 2 hours ago. Shout out to Jamari Jackson.
Shout out.
But
I'll
yeah,
dunk on Lamar Jackson.
yeah, and he's a 4.0 student.
Let's go.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, so shout out to my son Lamar Jackson.
That is the most
Play high
important
school.
thing.
Yeah, kid is amazing. But what's up, fellas? What's going on? What's happening?
You missed the whole show. The show's over.
No, shut up.
I swear to God, it's only an hour show tonight.
The show
like
has
20
just
minutes of
begun.
Cassius Marsh BS.
The show is here.
First of all, Steven, the Cassius Marsh conversation was the best part of this show so far. Todd, I found Cassius Marsh's mother on Instagram. I've already slid into her DMs. I have already done it live. And I'm going to quiz this young woman, old woman, middle-aged woman, and find out who his father is, because apparently they think that Cassius Marsh is African-American because his father, you see this here, is African-American. But Todd, if I can ask you, my good friend, does this young brother look like a brother?
Yes, he does.
Stop fucking lying, Todd.
I'm telling you, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. That guy looks like that guy. You got me fucked up.
He looks like the Ultimate Warrior.
That guy looks like that guy.
That
guy does not have an ounce of melanin in his body.
He looked like
this guy right here.
What's Black Griffin?
This guy right here looks like the Ultimate Warrior.
And Ultimate Warrior is not African American, sir.
He's not. He's not.
She is blacker than him.
Yeah, and he has blonde hair.
And it's curly. It ain't even. It's not. It's not coarse. It's not.
No, it's not. Listen, that's not gel or anything. That's
white Jesus is blacker than Cassius Marsh. You understand me? The description in the Bible, bronze skin, hair of wool, is blacker than Cassius Marsh. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not playing with this shit. Anyway, so the Cassius Marsh was great. That was a great segment.
So let me piggyback, because I was out, and to shock y'all, I was actually at my son's game and I was live listening to the show. So I'm gonna double
you're
back.
A terrible father.
Right? No, because I got 2 cell phones. I got a phone and a tablet. We all know this now. So
Facts.
I was recording. So
you recorded again? You gonna pull some highlights?
I'm gonna put up something. But so I would like to say that I think that I personally think that DJ Chark is going to surprise us and score the most touchdowns this season.
It's possible.
I also feel like Smoot should be playing defensive end and not linebacker.
Yeah, he will.
Because he can't cover.
He's too big now.
Yeah, so he should be playing D end. I think that
he's not big enough to play big end either. That's the problem. Like,
that's the problem.
Yeah, the 3 technique, because they pushed him in a little last season.
Yeah. The problem is, I just don't think we're gonna see a lot of that. I really don't. I think you're gonna see you might occasional fronts. No, you're gonna see a 3-4 like crazy. You're gonna see a 3-4 because that's where your skill is. That's where your skill is. You don't want to walk Chase on down. Josh Allen was an absolute terror in college from a 2.
Right.
You have guys that are not. I mean, what Josh Allen did his rookie season with his head in the dirt was phenomenal. But he had guys up front along with him that were phenomenal. None of the guys that are going to have their hand in the dirt are phenomenal. They're not phenomenal. They're good. Man. Yeah. Josh Allen, Caleb Von Chason can cover and rush the passer. I think they're going to run far more 3-4 than they do 4-3, 4-4, anything else. Unless you're in short yardage situations, you'll see big packages. But Smoot is going to have to get big in the weight room in order for him to really succeed in a 3-4. That's why I don't think Smoot will be here long. How much was this new deal for? You remember, Steven?
2 years, 14 mil.
So 2 years.
Something like that. 16, 14, something like that.
He might not see the second year. Unless he blows us away. Because he did play the 3 technique, I'm not going to say he can't play the end, right? Because he was inside, so that's impressive for a guy his size to be able to work inside it and do that. So maybe he is successful, but if we're just basing it on size and what it would appear, he's not going to be able to play that big end spot. That's going to be like a Devon Hamilton, Doug Costin, Adam Gotsis, Malcolm Brown, Jay Tufele rotation between those 3 spots. Roy Robinson Harris.
So Joel asks, Do we think it's been as Josh Allen's birthday? Do
Will
we
he lead
think
the
that
team in sacks?
Tayshaun or Smoot? That neither one of them are going to beat Josh Allen out for a sack leader. Like
What? Jason.
he's a Tayshaun. I mean, Tayshaun is good, but Josh Allen to me reminds me of like when we first got Yannick. Like Yannick was like amazing off the edge, and it's like Josh Allen is like a hybrid. Like he's like a super Yannick. Like he's fast, he can cover, he can tackle. It's gonna be hard for them to get more sacks than him. He's a for sure tackler. Like,
But
I
here's the
ain't
thing
seen
you got to
this
think
many
about.
sacks.
He's your main guy, right? No hands down, right? Josh Allen's your main
Right.
pass rusher, right?
Right.
So that quarterback got to run somewhere. Just
Right.
like
So
they
you
were
wanna
running
run
from
to-
Calais,
that's
they
true.
ran right into Unique. They might fuck around
That's
and run
true.
from Josh and run right into Caleb. So
That's true.
that's where that shit can get funky. Like,
It's probably going to get to the point of whoever gets there first.
yeah, meet me.
How-
Hey, that's what we used to say. Meet me.
How do
Meet
y'all
me at
feel?
the
How do
ball.
y'all feel about them changing the offense?
How
You
so?
know, like we're not running the same. Like we ran a pro style offense like the
Yeah.
past like 2 years. We're not running
Uh-huh.
that this year. We're going
Thank God.
more of like a spread like type offense.
I
Yeah,
think
thank God.
spread full time. I think they're just going to run a lot of RPOs because that's all Trevor Lawrence ran at Clemson. Nothing but
Yeah,
RPOs.
and that's what they were like. I was watching NFL Network and they were saying that with the type of quarterback that he is, they don't even think that they think that he's too big even for a pro style offense, and the type of like his stature built. Like I don't know why, but I think that he being 6'4", I think that you can play it in the offense. He's 6'6",
Lawrence is 6'6".
6'6".
6'6". My bad,
Hey,
6'6".
don't short my dog. Don't short my
My
dog.
bad, 6'6". I'm sorry, he's 6'6". But yeah, I mean, I really want to see what he's going to do in that type of offense. If they're saying spread, that sounds like some Florida Gator type shit.
First of all, RPO is the most dangerous offense you could run.
If
You can execute the RPO properly, it's unstoppable. There's no way for you to actually stop the RPO if the quarterback reads it properly. Because he's either gonna hand it, or he's gonna keep it, or he's gonna throw it. You can't take away all three options at the same time.
Yeah, because that's all Trevor Lawrence ran was RPOs, and now you got two dual threat running backs back there. Oh man,
right.
They already said they're going to be running a lot of split back formations, having them both in there.
That's beautiful. That's gonna be beautiful. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll through some comments. Who's winning a 40-yard race between y'all boys? Oh man, shut up. Before Todd got on the show? Because now we're not having that conversation because Todd on the show. Todd is old now, so he's probably running about a 4.8. But
at least a 4.7, about 4.6, 4.7, something like that.
what you was? You was 4.3.
4.38, 4.4.
Yeah. Back in high school,
that was
I think
crazy.
I ran
That was
like
crazy
a 4.78.
You ran what?
That was crazy for a quarterback.
I ran a 4.78. I was a linebacker at high school. So
yeah,
that was dangerous. That was dangerous, especially if you was coming downhill hitting. That was dangerous.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm Trevor Lawrence size. I'm 6'6" as well, but back then I was like 265.
Running like that, boy, moving.
Yeah, you about damn. It's about.
But it's a big. Hey, this a big ass show. 6'9", 6'4", 6'6", 6 foot ish.
6 foot-ish.
This is a big ass show. Boy, we about to start a security. Listen, we all gonna meet up in Duval, and we gonna walk around with Todd, cause Todd looks like a rapper, cause he be fresh as fuck, and we just gonna look like security guards, and we gonna go places and tell people he famous.
But I am an actor. Todd Jackson is an actor. You can actually Google me. I'm an upcoming actor. Kenny, give me my damn credit. I've worked with Tyler Perry.
I don't have the links. I can't. You know, you got to get with your publicist. They got to give me better info.
Yeah, I need to get. Well, I got to get with him and give him the links. They're on YouTube though. They're definitely on YouTube. Todd Jackson's off season episodes 1 through 4. Luke and Lee has won several movie awards from January to June.
That was
of
fire.
This year.
That was a good flick. It had some good fight scenes too. Maldonado was in there cooking. Maldonado might be one of my favorite humans on earth. Dennis is one of my
he's
favorite
amazing.
people.
He's amazing, man. I can't wait to. We're getting ready. We're actually starting to film Hitters. We started filming Hitters yesterday. Was the first day of production, so that's gonna be dope. He actually he's the co-producer and he actually wrote it. So
yeah, shout
I'm
out to
excited
Dennis
because
Maldonado, and I hear he's getting back in the ring, which is scary and dope at the same time. I know he had a CTE scare with his recent CAT scan, and the doctor said he couldn't take another shot to the head, or it might wind up really bad to him. And after a few months of doing absolutely nothing, he got cleared to fight again. So shout out to him.
It was actually eating. It was what he was eating. He said he went on a diet, the type of diet that he got on. He went online and looked up some stuff to, eat and cure, versus medicine and stuff like that. So, shout out to whatever he did,
Yeah, he's a natural guy. He's always
Yeah, so he's pretty dope. So I wasn't here Friday. My uncle, we had a funeral Saturday, so it was crazy. My uncle was a diehard Jaguar fan. Jerry Lee Jackson, he's been a season ticket holder since 1996-ish, something like that. The first season of the first inaugural season, all the way up until 2018 when he took kind of sick. So definitely wanted to give him a shout out. He all the way up until he left. His funeral was Jacksonville Jaguar, everything. So he went out, the way that what he loved, Jaguars. He's a Jaguar and a Cowboy fan, but once the Jaguars came here, he left Dallas as a fan and became a Jaguar fan. So shout out to my uncle Jerry Lee Jackson. May he rest in peace.
Yes, sir. Shout out to him. We made sure we got a moment of silence on the show for him. And shouted that out on Friday for sure.
Definitely
appreciate it. Jay, you over there in your zone. I see you. Jay over there chilling.
He ain't in his zone. That motherfucker swiping right. You ain't see his hand? He was swiping right. Swipe right, swipe right, swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. He trying to set some coochie up.
I wasn't swiping right, but I was definitely trying to set some coochie up. So
you know damn well what Jay doing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, my guy. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, it's been a long day, man. But I am in my zone for real too.
We could have started the show way earlier too. And Jay, he wanted to play 2K.
I was in the park. We had a 9:00 start time, and I was
9-ish.
Not yet 9-ish. That was on me. I did say 9-ish. But in that 9-ish, I had started. We was on a little winning streak in the park, so couldn't really start. But when we lost, I hopped off.
When we lost, I hopped off.
That part get real, man. Kenny know that. Kenny know that shit.
Did I see that your uncle's funeral? Everybody was in Jags gear.
Yeah,
is that right? Man, that's fire.
Yeah, so that's hard.
I saw everything was teal, black, and white.
Yeah, and he actually his banner, he had like a comforter that was made. It had Jaguar logo on it, had his year of birth and year of death, and him and his wife, because they were like diehard Jaguar fan, like I say, season ticket holders forever. And he actually had the Jaguar tie on his neck, inside his casket and stuff. So it was Jaguar everything. The kids, they loved it. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, the kids loved it. His daughter was actually the one that had the teal suspenders on one of my pictures, and they kind of orchestrated everything. It was dope. It was real dope. And he had a smile on his face. I've never seen anybody lay in the casket with a smirk on their face. My uncle always told jokes. The same smirk that he had on his face laying in the casket was the same smirk that he always had on his face. Right. Boom, there we go. Yeah. Yep, those his two daughters right there with the black and white on. So yep.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yep. The guy the guy that introduced me to football. He introduced me to football. He was my motivation that made me, get on the field and play the way I want that I played, because after the game he always asked what you do. You know what I mean? So it was one of those things, I always wanted to have something to tell my uncle, because he was a diehard football fan. So I always had a dream of getting drafted by the Jaguars and, him, being but other things happened, and it is what it is. But he was able to catch a few semi-pro games. He came out there and actually caught a couple Duval Tiger games.
Oh boy.
You actually spoke to him one time. He was out there with my dad, and he told you that you was a big ass fella, is what he called you.
I believe it. You know whose father was not at the football games. His. Yeah.
Right.
Because he wasn't allowed to be around because nobody knew who his fucking father was because it's not the guy who she said was his father.
Who is that guy?
He played 4 games. He played 4 games with us last year, and then he decided he was going to hop on a podcast and start talking shit about Doug Marrone and how the lack of motivational speeches he gave during halftime and whatnot, and that it would actually do worse, and that he was like his speeches were terrible and it was corny. You're doing that now in 2021. You're talking about a guy, you're kicking a guy when he's down, first of all, and you have one of the worst careers on the planet outside of the fact that you keep getting signed. You have zero stats across the board. I mean, nothing to talk about. He had a 5-sack season like 8 years ago. And you came on and decided to sell out. Corny.
If you're a professional athlete and you need a coach, if you complain about a coach motivating you, you need to sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't need a coach, audience of fans. You shouldn't need nobody to motivate you. This is not the WWE. You don't feed off the fans like you say you do. You play the fucking football game.
Fuck Cassius. I love this thing here though. Right. This like he's there and I can still see y'all. This is like some great production. I did that. Jerry Brown is not here. He's supposed to be doing production. He's not here. I did that. So shout out to me. Not Jay.
Did he make Madden? Is he on Madden?
He is, but he's like a 52 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So far, now we getting blocked by 64 overalls, and then we get motherfuckers talking shit about Doug Marrone, and they are 57. What is Cash's Marsh's Madden rating?
We have to Madden. We're going to say this live. If their rating isn't higher than 65, you cannot. You got to stop putting them on the game. This shit has to stop. It has to stop. Like 65 has to be the cutoff rate. Anything up under that, you should suck. You suck. There's semi-pro players that's better than that. Put Joe Lang on Madden. His ass.
He was a 66, bro. He was a 66 overall. He's worse than Jahai Ward on Madden.
He barely made the cut.
He had 81 speed.
I said 65.
Yeah, he had 81 speed. Get out of here. He got a 46 catch.
Yeah.
Jay, what did I say, Jay? He cannot be his father's son. His father was a receiver. His brother's a defensive back.
You know what his dad looks like, bro. His dad is really, really, really light skinned.
Wide receiver and defensive back. Brother's a defensive back, and he can't catch. And he a big ass linebacker. No, bro, sir, Bob.
Now, Todd, tell me he don't look like Blake Griffin.
In a way, he does. He does look like Blake.
In a way,
he got that Blake and Taylor Griffin look.
Todd, tell him he don't look like Blake Griffin. He don't look like Blake Griffin. See, Todd just said that shit.
I'm about to show y'all. Don't start that shit. I'm about to show y'all who he looks like. I'm about to show y'all in just a second. You can't tell me this guy don't look like the Ultimate Warrior, man. I'm telling you, like.
So, Jay.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Bro, that's what Drake's son is going to look like.
Is going to look like.
No, that's what he looks like now. That's what Drake's son looks like pretty much now.
But I'm not
he's light skinned with blonde hair and light eyes. Pale.
He look like the fucking Ultimate Warrior, dude.
Look, he's tanner than him right now. Look.
He's darker than Ultimate Warrior has more melanin than Cassius Clay.
Nah, that ain't melanin. That ain't melanin. That's food coloring.
That's artificial melanin. That's artificial melanin. That's what
I
we call it.
I want to find another one, like a younger picture of him, like that's who he looks like. I'm like,
Jay, I took a lovely African American elderly woman today. Came in and signed up for a membership. Miss Deborah McGee. Shout out to Debbie. We was having a great conversation. When I took her around the gym, I walked her to the tanning bed, and I showed her the tanning bed, and she looked at me, bro. She said, "I don't think I need this," and I was like, "Oh." She was like, "I'm just saying." I said, "Oh, so because you got melanin, you don't want to get in a tanning bed." And she didn't know what to say. She was looking at me like, she couldn't tell if I was joking or for real. And I just bust out laughing. She did the awkward laugh. Oh, okay, he was joking. It was hilarious. Oh, I said, you like going to Florida, so you know to help you get a little darker. She's like, no, I don't need to get no darker. Like, baby, you look like coffee creamer.
damn.
You don't look like coffee. You look like coffee creamer. You need a little bit more. She talking about going from Illinois to Florida. That's an
instant shock.
Hey, I know a lot of red folk get burned down in Florida. My brother Jimbo could get burned. He was red.
Yeah,
right.
Now he work out in the sun. He looking dark like Jay.
Yeah, you got to build that up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, I work outside all day.
Hey, you're darker than Cassius. You're darker than Cassius Marsh.
I think Cassius Marsh played a lot of indoor sports growing up. He played football inside. He ain't got no son.
That's Cassius Marsh right there.
That's it.
Oh, Lord.
That's it.
That's
him,
definitely
bro.
That's him.
Oh boy, this is crazy looking, man.
That's an insult to the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, especially with his rating being a freaking 65 or whatever he was.
Ultimate Warrior would never be a 65 on Madden.
Never. He'd probably be
Never.
a 99. He's tackling the clothesline and everything.
He'd be making a tackle and he'd go.
Yeah, it's obviously he's about to try to start his. He was on a comedy podcast, so I think he knows that those.
But it was terrible. He was terrible.
Yeah, he wasn't funny.
We about to start a comedy podcast.
Yeah, that's nice.
We about to
Definitely.
Coffee and cream. Me and Jay gonna start Coffee and Cream podcast.
Have you seen that movie Coffee and Kareem?
No.
I'm in a movie I'm in a movie that's being filmed called Cookies and Cream.
That's for Pornhub.
No, that's actually
that's for Pornhub. And you sleeping with Cassius Marsh's mama is what's happening in that movie. You sleeping with old white women and calling it Cookies and Cream, bitch. It's gonna be on Pornhub, XTube.
It's gonna be on Netflix. It's gonna be on Netflix. I play a security guard in it, and it's filmed by Gen X, the director from Jacksonville. Actually,
yeah.
So it's dope. Look it up on Instagram.
I ain't gonna shit on your plug. I'm gonna let you go, but that sounds like a porno. There was a porno on Netflix. Did y'all ever see that?
No.
I don't remember the name of it, but when I tell you it was the most awkward it starts that way. The movie comes on, butt naked white lady, butt naked white man in a bed. They making out. This is regular.
That's not porn. That is someone's knocking at your door, and that is the wildest movie that I have ever seen.
I didn't continue watching with the dry hand job she gave that boy. You saw it? No, bro, I'm not even capping. He getting her, right? He all in there, right? He in there walking the dog, right? And then all of a sudden, she grabs the popsicle and no lube and just is going to town. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's just going. And I'm talking 2 minutes of jacking this man meat. And the camera just circling around in different angles from it, just showing it. And then bro busts. They show it. They show the whole thing. I couldn't believe it. Like, the amount of friction that took place during that scene.
That's a lot of detail.
Yeah, that's the movie I saw. So
you saw it, right?
No, I did. That's something else. Something else.
No, the first 2 minutes of the movie are them doing each other off, and for whatever reason, she didn't use lotion. That's the part I'm most upset about. Yeah. No lubricant.
I think that's wild.
How could Netflix? You know how many women watched that movie and then walked in the bedroom and grabbed their husband's popsicle and went to tugging on it without any lubricant?
Actually, you know what? I think I did see that because that wasn't that the whole thing. It was like all
wait a damn minute. What happened to the football? What the hell? What are we talking about?
You started announcing your fucking porn movie, and there it is, 365 days.
Yeah,
it's called 365 days.
Oh my God! What the hell?
Yeah, that's how it started off. It started from cookies and cream. So
yeah, you did this.
It's a spiral sometimes.
Y'all got deep in that shit. Like I was like, wait a minute, wait. Mr. Marcus did what?
you
365 days of the worst case of Indian burn.
Oh, he had to put corn oil on the next day. What you put for when you chafing? He had to put that on.
Hey, so
he put Crisco.
I'm gonna ask y'all this, and this is off the subject, but I know everybody has seen it. Wow, what the hell? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw that. That's a wild movie. Looks like.
I'm gonna ask y'all this. So, did y'all see the post with the guy that got killed for vandalizing Nipsey Hussle's mural?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was some wild shit, ain't it? Like
Jay, that was wild. Jay, do you see this?
What?
Cindy say, "Oh, what's that movie called?" I put it up. She say, "Oh, I gotta look that up." Cindy.
Oh, Cindy. Here we go.
Don't you dare be out here dry jerking nobody.
It's the dry rub. I don't like
dry rub.
I don't like my wings dry rub.
Cindy,
I need sauce.
I need
sauce. Cindy, listen. Cindy. Okay, I'm about to slide in Cindy DMs. That's enough. Hold on. I gotta say that quieter. I'm about to slide in Cindy DMs. Jesus Christ.
Look, when his lights and his power go off real quick, we know what happened.
Right.
Hey, you finna boom, 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 boom. You finna do what? Shit.
And who DM?
I was trying to bring Cindy home. I'm finna bring Cindy to the crib. Me and Cindy.
I'm gonna say, Cole, I ain't hear shit.
No. I'm trying to bring Cindy over. Cindy wants to see the movie. Oh, she found it. Cindy says she found it. Cindy, watch the first 2 minutes of it and let me know what you think. But man, listen, we're way over. We're about to hit a 2-hour show again. I hate you, Ty, for coming in late. I love the reason why you came in late.
Definitely.
So shout out to your son for hoop starting. Hopefully Lyric. I'm gonna get Lyric down there to train with him. He can fix her jumper. She had a good weekend. I tell you, I was a little star shine. Lyric got to the line 5 times in a row. And this one game was beautiful. She just kept driving foul. One was an and one. It was great. She had a good weekend.
You let Lyric know that Uncle Todd is very impressed being that her dad can't play basketball, but he did an awesome job training.
Hey, great job, guys. You guys are hey. Damn. That was the most backhanded compliment.
She probably think that daddy's 6'8", so he's like fucking Shaq or somebody.
Hey, I shoot like Shaq, bitch.
Yeah, she's awesome though, man. Definitely, like I love like even anytime you post something, I definitely like I'm running to the post because I want to see who got crossed over, who got took to the lane, the head fakes, the jump shots.
She be clowning me. We be playing horse. She beats me like every fucking time. The only time I beat her is when I dunk. I'll dunk on her. I was like, she'll get up. Yeah. That's not cheating. It's horse. It's horse. She out here shooting. She out here shooting from half court and shit. I can't do that. So I bet. Watch this. Bounce, catch, wham. Do that, little fucker.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
How about that 5'1"?
Right.
All she gotta do is
bringing the trampoline.
All she gotta do is all one bounce. All she gotta do is one bounce layup. All she gotta do is catch it in the alley-oop layup. That's all.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. And that's what I let her do. She bounces and lays it up. She thinks she's sweet.
Yep.
She thinks she's sweet.
Definitely.
Now she a dog, but that was the end. So now we have to make a tough decision, and we should talk about this on. This will be a good Tuesday trash talk next week, maybe if we don't have shit else to talk about. It's youth athletes and the lack of off season in youth sports now, because everything is year round. So when do you improve? When do you work on getting better? When do you fix the jumper? When do you work on speed?
When do you rest?
Because you can't do it during the season. You can't do the same workouts during the season. So you have to have an off season to work. But all of these AAU teams are year round. So what happens if she takes the season off and we just focus on training, and then she comes back? What would it be?
She's better than everybody
winter.
else?
I mean, it is a deeper thing, but the thing with hoop is if you're playing hoop, if you're hooping, you're kind of dedicated to hooping, and the only way you get better is just by playing basketball. So I mean, yeah, you can do, like I said, training and try to but those guys have, professionals have off season.
JC, she's slow. JC's slow. She runs like a fat boy.
But she just got to. She got to run. She got to run with. She's gonna have to run with a little bit of resistance to start building. Trying to, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to say.
Hey,
I'm going to say this.
Kobe's watching the live. She said, "Larry be beating my ass when I dunk. I'm officially done."
That's right, sis. That's right, sis. Get her right. Get him right, sis.
Get her the fuck out of here.
And I'm gonna say this, Ken. I'm gonna say this. The great Kobe Bryant. Work on your game every single day, Lyric. You can hear me if you're watching with your mom. Work on your game every single day. Gigi worked on her game every single day. I tell my son the same day. Like, if out of your day, there's no off season. Kobe Bryant says no off season. Mm-hmm. Work if you only shooting 20 to 50 free throws a day, you've done something towards your craft. So work on your game every day, every single day. No matter if it's for 15 minutes or an hour, work on your game every single day.
So she does. She's very good. She started to get very good at. She does. It's like 300 squats every morning. She does 300 squats, 150 push-ups, 500 jumping jacks, and then various core exercises, all body weight right now. And then she was shooting 500 shots every day. That was when I could take her to the court early in the morning. Now, I think I'm gonna have to adjust my schedule, take her to the court about 6 a.m. That way she can still get her shots in, so I can hit the gym after. Because that's the killer. Because it's raining like crazy out here, so she can't really use the outdoor hoop. Yeah, and so it's a pain in the ass.
Y'all don't got a basket at the gym, do y'all? Y'all got a court at the gym?
No,
Damn, bro, yeah, that's what y'all need to put in there. At least the half court.
Yeah.
Indoor work is better anyway, because it's better on her knees. And my son is 6'3". Man,
I like it for the handles. I like it for the handles too. Like, she dribbling in our driveway. It's rocky, so it's like the ball's bouncing crazy. But I think it helps too, because it gets them to handle the ball during unexpected bounces and whatnot. And another thing. That's another thing that makes me furious. Is she'll dribble up court. She'll play the one a lot. She'll dribble up with her right hand and then go to the right. She'll fake the crossover. She'll go fake the left, go right every time. I'm like, you have a left hand. Use it. She's good with it. She just won't do it.
You want to improve her handles? Take some bags, like Walmart bags.
Yeah, grocery
store bags. Tie them around the basketball, and make her dribble the ball with the bags on the ball, and it works on your handles. Like my son, I very seldom see.
That's that Kyrie.
That's where he get it from. He get it from Kyrie. He's a diehard Kyrie Irving fan. He loves Kyrie Irving. So like his handles are elite, and he plays shooting guard. He's not a point guard, but it looks like when you see the highlights, he looks like a point guard. He plays shooting guard and small forward. But that technique definitely works. He doesn't turn the ball over much. They don't rob him too much. If it works on your grip and getting control of the basketball. So that's another thing that'll definitely help.
Okay. Well,
But
we'll
it was
get into
amazing
this
for
with
me.
this more on Tuesday, man. I appreciate y'all.
Definitely.
This was a really, really good show, in the words of Andy Kaufman, maybe. That's who that was. One of them old white dudes who had a show. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play us out, man. It's been a great show. Motherfucker, Steve in Boston came in. We going to get Steve on more often, Steve. I like you, Steve. I fucks with Steve. We going to figure out. We got to, what we going to, something. We going to, look, I'm a thinker, bro. I'm going to come up with a dope-ass name. We're going to have you on again. We appreciate you, Steve.
Most people call me Big Country. I'm just a big old country boy.
That's what they call me, Steve, in football. That's all they call us big white boys, and I'm not country at all. Steve, I bought some goats when I moved to a farm out here in Wisconsin. I killed all them bitches. I couldn't keep them alive. My dogs ate the chickens. I've never been mutton, and I ain't never drank no Busch Light, but they still call me big country. I think that's a problem. But shout out to Steve, man. Steve and this bitch with us, man. Appreciate Steve for coming on. We're going to get Steve on more often. I like Steve. Todd behind the picture now. This didn't work. I should have got Steve out of here so fast.
Ugly dude, man.
Look, Jay, not a black guy. Definitely a black guy. Not a black guy. That's a black. Stop it. The fuck out of here. I am your host, Todd Tay Hooligan Agent K. That's the cannabis analyst Agent Tay. And that's QB1 Todd motherfucking Jackson. And I got to find the fit. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Out of here.